of this is very thought-provoking.
Yeah, for the movie stuff, yes.
Yay!
That's why I talked more up here, and then this is all enjoy, and there's noteworthy stuff.
Chris Hemsworth will be shooting Snow White and the Huntsman 2 after Age of Ultron.
I am not excited at all. No. Don't yay that. That's awful.
Kristen Stewart reprising her role as moody emo girl?
Probably.
All right.
Dude, I hated that movie.
It was kind of boring.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wanted to enjoy it. I really did.
Yeah.
But I guess I watched it a second time, and after I watched it, I was like, this is awful. And then her acting just gets worse. Yes.
Poop.
That's exactly how it goes.
Yep. Yeah, the Kristen Stewart. Womp womp. And finally, is it Jurassic Park or Jurassic World?
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World is set to start filming in the abandoned Six Flags over New Orleans, which has been abandoned since Katrina hit.
Yeah. Wow, you made that so sad. so sad.
Also kind of tried to put a little bush on it. Hey, don't misunderestimate me. Hey.
Yeah, so like Chris said, they're starting to film there. It's kind of awesome looking. I was looking through some of the photos, and it looks like a post-apocalyptic thing.
It looks like it's post-Mel Gibson's Apocalypto.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just like that.
Yep,
so,
exactly.
I don't know. There you go. There's a whole shitload of boring movie news because
Yay.
Chris wanted to pick on me.
Yay. If you want to see me pick on Bo in person, make sure to come say hello at Denver Comic Con, June 13th through the 15th at the Colorado Convention Center.
That's in Denver, folks.
Yes, that is in Denver. You can see such amazing guests as Lou Ferrigno,
Karen Gillan.
Will you say it right the first time? Because this happened last time. You cut me off.
Karen Gillan.
Try again. Lou Ferrigno.
Karen Gillan.
Or is it Gillan?
Gillan. Karen Gillan.
Which is it, Bo?
Karen Gillan.
And most of the cast of The Next Generation.
Bruce Campbell.
Star Trek, not Degrassi. Stephen Amell.
And if it was Degrassi, I think Hannah wouldn't leave the room.
I'd be excited.
I was about to say, you wouldn't leave there either, because both of you are nerds.
Exactly.
I never even watched it.
So also, you got the original Batman cast of Adam West, Burt Ward, and Julie Newmar.
And Max Brooks, and a whole bunch of other awesome, cool people. And Shiznit.
I'm surprised Bo didn't ask me why I deleted Carl Urban.
Oh, I didn't know you did.
Because he's not coming anymore.
What a wanker.
Bum-bum.
What a total fucking wanker.
Bum-bum.
God. Is everyone just going to start pulling fucking Stan Lees?
I really thought you were going to say start pulling out. Everybody just going to start pulling out? So we're teaching kids in health class now? Pull out?
Yep, basically.
Yep.
So,
oh boy.
No more fun. It's just going to be like, we're going to get there and then it's going to be like, oh, this person canceled, because they're all wankers.
Yes.
Anyone who cancels is a wanker. I don't care what your fucking plans are, FYI.
So if you are going to Denver Comic Con and you're like, man, I really want to pick up some comics while I'm there, or man, I really want to pick up some comics before I go so I can feel like I'm caught up on whatever's going on, make sure you check out our friends, Escape Velocity Comics. They have a website, escapevelocitycomics.com, and 2 convenient locations right here in Colorado Springs. One downtown off of Tejon on Bijou, next door to the Evers Tibet store, across the street from the Pita Pit. Their other location is up north on Carefree and Powers, in the First and Main Town Center. That's where the giant movie theater is. Can't miss it. Again, that's escapevelocitycomics.com.
Cunt.
Cunt. Yeah.
So next we have music.
It's me again. I was like, why do we have dead air? I'm so confused. Coming up next is some music you haven't heard, but you should be listening to. The artist is the Residual Kids, and the song is called Friends.
We'll be alright, don't make
welcome back. You just listened to Residual Kids, the song Friend. If you like them and all the other music we have, don't forget to check us out as well as our old shows on solikeyouknow.com.
We also use those things called Facebook and Twitter. Our username on there is SLYK Radio.
Super cool. So, I disclosed some information.
Coming up next is our microbrew interview.
I don't know why I said that even. Alright. So for this microbrew review, we have Elysian's Loser Pale Ale, which is wildly accurate of a name. Yeah.
It's definitely a loser.
It's disgusting. It has a light flavor. It tastes like probably a pale, sweaty person. Overall, this is really not a tasty beer at all, and I bought a 6-pack, and it was a total fucking waste of money. So, yeah. Seattle, Washington, you failed us with another bad thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of dull. I mean, it says there's supposed to be some fruit taste to it. I don't get that at all.
No.
I just kind of get this dull, kind of grimy, overly hopped. It literally just tastes like liquid hops.
Yeah, if the bigger gulp you take, the worse it gets too.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not that it's overly bitter. I mean, I've gotten used to that. It doesn't taste good.
it really, yeah. I had an IPA the other day. It was actually not that bad. I drank the whole glass. You know, this is gross.
Yeah, I got nothing. It
So
tastes like pine nuts.
Yeah. So my score is a quick, simple 1 out of 5.
I'm going to give it a 2 just because it's not, it doesn't make my face go, yeah, better beer face.
So when my face does that, that's the smash beer mug.
I can see how someone might like it if they really love kind of
Shitty
sour.
hops.
Ugh.
Oh, so David. Yeah, our friend David would like this.
So there we go.
But there you go. So that rounds to a 1.5. Can we even do 1.5?
Yep, I can do 1.5.
Okay,
So
cool.
Make sure you check us out on Untapped, UNTAPPD. That's a social app where you can check in and share beers you drink with your friends. Our username on there is SoLikeYouKnow.
Super cool. Unlike this beer. I was really so excited for it. I'm just really
After
bummed.
the day I've had, a beer called Corporate Loser is kind of funny.
Yeah. But right after our microbrew review, we like to lead into our Into It.
Or not into it.
This is where we like to find a subject, and we discuss whether we are into
Or not into.
the subject at hand.
Last week, we asked you guys if you were into
Or not into.
Baja Blast no longer being a Taco Bell exclusive.
Now this week, we had a whole bunch of people comment. It was actually quite nice.
Very
I
nice.
appreciated
Let's
it.
make sure, don't read the last names.
Okay.
Because they didn't sign releases, so let's
No,
just...
I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Well, you read someone's last name before.
I did?
Yeah, the first time we had a comment. You read Ashley's last name.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, either way. Rochelle said, I've not bought it, but I do like it better than the other flavors they have, and it doesn't taste the same.
Hannah says, I'm into it. I might dilute it with some ice since it's super sweet, but I like not having to go to Taco Bell to get it.
Our friend Tessa actually suggested to Hannah that you should just actually use some Sprite or Sierra Mist, and actually fixes the flavor
There you go.
and the sweetness.
Danny says, shit's like crack, man.
Casey, courting David, is super excited.
Robbie says, not happy. Stuff isn't very good.
Justin, fuck your Baja Blast. That shit be nasty. Slash.
The person known as Schuler. Dude, I totally agree with you guys. I would still go to Taco Bell just for the drink and then go somewhere else for food.
Mary, in the cup, it looks like a cleaner.
And Benny, love it.
So it seems like it's a pretty even spread back and forth.
That's pretty close, yep.
I still stick with the same thing that I do like it. I like it more. Chris is a fountain man.
Yep, Taco Bell all the way.
So
now on to that. We're going to go talk about this week's show. And are you into
or not into
corporate motherfucking greed?
You know, when corporate, gets all this kind of awesome money and they don't reward you or take any kind of joy in everything. and all kinds of super fun stuff like that because they're dicks.
Or it's when they promise you something and then, guess what? We're not going to give it to you because we're punishing you for something somebody else did.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, my company, hey guys, we can hear you.
Close the door.
But, I don't know. It's one of those things like the company I work for, it's... Before I started working, they had these huge bonuses for people when they did really well.
These huge boners for people.
Huge boners. And they completely got rid of those almost, and you barely get any kind of bonus whatsoever. And a few months ago, they got rid of personal time altogether. And I never saw that fucking memo. They just eradicated it. It was really kind of them.
Or you can go into the cell phone industry, and I won't name names, but I know this happened in a couple different places, where if you get promoted to manager of a store, there's such a thing called chargebacks. Have you ever been in cell phone or some kind of electronic sales where it's a subscription-based thing? If someone cancels before a certain date, you get charged back. You have to pay back what you were paid. Where I know some people have been charged back for the person who used to run the store before them. Like, how is that fair to the person who just got promoted? Like, hey, by the way, Johnson took this money. He's not here anymore, but you need to pay back the money that we gave him that we weren't supposed to. Sorry.
I think in that scenario, it should be charged just straight to the company.
No, we should just whip the shit out of Johnson.
I've been doing that since I was like
Not
8.
your Johnson, the guy named Johnson.
I don't know. I think my Johnson hates me.
Yeah, probably.
I've been beating it up for years.
So sound off on Facebook and Twitter, SLYK Radio, on our webpage, solikeyouknow.com. Are you into
or not into
corporate greed?
Which is basically, are you into or not into assholes?
Yes, pretty much. Corporate assholes.
Yay, corporate assholes.
But once you give us that answer, we sadly have to say it's goodbye time.
So thanks for listening. Don't forget we put out new episodes every